Alrighty, Steven. So we're going to go through and talk about your home's roof conditions here. So we're going to start with the worst slope. This is what we would call the left slope. If you're facing from the house, this slope is kind of rough. What we're looking for as an inspector is cracks, and we're looking for degranulation. Anything at or above 40% loss of granules needs replaced. All right. So if there's more than 40% of the granules lost, the roof needs replaced on that slope. So let's come down here and take a look. If you look closely, you'll see it's about 40% of degranulation. It would indicate this section of the roof needs replaced. So we'd have to replace this. So we come over to this other left slope here. Let's take a look at this left slope. Now, spoiler alert, it does need replaced. It's also the same. So I'm going to get you up close to it. Take a look. That's around 40% degranulation. So we have to replace that left slope along here. So your whole left slope needs replaced. So let's go to the front slope. Now, this one is interesting because the front slope on average has about a 15 to 20% degranulation, but there's pockets of hot air right up here. And this pocket area has a slightly worse degranulation. So you can see it probably gets close to 35, 40%, but the rest of it's in really good shape. So for the most part, that's a good roof. I wouldn't worry too much about that. And I'll take you to the back and I'll show you. It gets better as we go. So here's your back slope. Now this back slope is not direct in the sun. It's doing better. See, this cap does need replaced right here, by the way. We can pop that cap on there while we're here. That's easy. Put on a couple kick out step flashings. We're good to go. And here's your roof. So this one's not degranulated. You're looking around, you go, man, this looks pretty good. There's a little hole over here I did want to point out real quick, by the way, right there. So there's a little hole that we can literally just put some roof asphalt in and you're good to go. The shingle itself, however, is in really good shape. There's no degranulation. I don't see any substrate or matting here. It has a little bit of darkness to it from age, but it is a nice shingle in good shape. This side has many years left, like 10 to 15 years of life left in it. So it's in really good shape. I would not tear that off, right? So with that being said, we've talked about the left slope here. It needs replaced. That front slope is in good shape. You have years left on it, 5 to 7 probably. But this back one here is like that one over there. It's actually in pretty good shape and it just doesn't have a lot of wear and tear on it. So it could get by for another 7 years without any troubles. For the most part, it's actually a nice roof. You just have this left slope that is in kind of rough shape that you're going to have to address and replace to get the roof back to a position where you just don't have to mess with it anytime soon. Give you that 5 to 7 years before you have to go back and start inspecting again to see what the condition of the roof is. So that's your roof in a nutshell. One side needs replaced, 3 sides are in good shape. Let me know if you need anything else.